引き裂かれて声楽の舞台始まりの声はいつも混ざり合い遠く失意の裏側で狂い出したいんだすれ違う思惑 Life is just for me 笑ったりそわそわして過去のいくつのことを巡り広がる彼方へ空を這うように幾重に伸びた線香は胸に深く消えない傷を抱つ時に薄漏れた記憶塗り替える旋律今の暗い瞳に灯した命
Now that was an intro, and I'm at the red. Hey everybody, welcome to my new Let's Play series of Sunrider. I picked this up fairly recently while trawling through Steam. Just stumbled across it and said, well, you know what, I'll give it a shot, see if it's interesting. I'm currently coming down from some sinus bullshit, so if I just stop talking for a few seconds, it means that I've cut out that bit of audio to because I'm coughing, so just go ahead and get that out of the way. So anyway, I don't really know much about the game except that it's some sort of a visual novel, sci-fi, take-turn strategy thing. I don't know. I also had to re-record this intro because I wanted to get the little the song in there, the title sequence. And the first time I tried it, my good friend Rozek decided to message me through Steam right in the middle of it. So yeah, thank you for that, Rozek. A brilliant move. Without further ado, just get this shit off. First arrival. Please select your difficulty. Yeah, I already played with the sorry about that. I already played with the settings a little bit, so I figured just stick with Captain. Depending on how inept I may or may not turn, I may not turn to be at the combat. May turn it down, may leave it where it is. Don't know for now. It's just gonna stay there. This story takes place as we live today in a universe reminiscent but vastly different from our own. Humanity has spread to the four corners of the galaxy, subjugating all life. We have become the dominant species throughout the stars. I like that. That's exactly what we should be. Putting all the puny alien races down. Yet we are far from secure, of course, because then there wouldn't be a story. War brews from the northern quadrant of the galaxy. Pact, the People's Alliance, has toppled the once mighty new empire. Led by a mysterious individual known only as... Now, I'm wondering if that's supposed to be pronounced Vinachar, as in Czech Republic, or Tsar, as in one of the alternate spellings of the Russian imperial position. Just because of my heritage, I'm gonna go with it being Vinachar. It's probably not the intention of the writer, but fuck it. Known only as Vinachar Arcadius, Pact seeks to subjugate the galaxy under its new world order. Great, world orders. Sorry about that. Distant from the brewing clouds of war, the neutral world of Sarah seems safe from the approaching Pact war machine. It is on this quiet world where our journey begins. But it can't be truly quiet because otherwise, as previously stated, Captain Kato's shields looked out the window of his orbital shuttle. Below him, he could see the glittering orb that was his home, Sarah. Beyond it, a vast sea of stars stretched on for as far as his eyes could see. Shields leaned forward on his seat and spoke to his pilot. The pilot was obscured by his seat, and Shields could only hear his burly voice humming to the tinny radio. How much farther till we get there? Just a moment now. Can't wait until you meet your girl, can you, sir? I haven't seen Ava since we were in high school. I doubt she even remembers me. I don't think like that. I'm pretty sure she has many fond memories of your school days. How the fuck did that get there? No. The commander? Psh, not her. I mean the Sunrider, the newest ship in the fleet. Yeah, fuck the crew. The ship is what matters, right, Kirk? I mean, here, let me turn the ship around and give you a view. Shields leaned against his window and laid his eyes on the Sunrider. Colossal in size, but still sleek-looking, Shields found her to his liking. The behemoth vessel stuck a deadly image, like a poised arrowhead at the ready. Hey there, have a look at her. So advanced that the brass needed to train her new line of officers to fly her. She looks like a fine vessel. Just hang tight, Captain. Won't be long now. The shuttle continued its docking approach. Shields sat tight as the shuttle neared the Sunrider and docked. After exiting the shuttle, Shields walked through the airlock and entered the Sunrider's hangar. Captain on deck. Yeah, just so you know, I'm not gonna be doing any individual voices for the characters because fuck that. I'm not gonna be putting that much effort into it. Besides, if anyone watches this, I don't want to torture you with that. Welcome aboard, Captain. First Officer Ava Crescentia. Ava Crescentia reporting for duty. By the books or informal? I'm gonna be strict about this. Give me a report of the Sunrider's status. We've been working for the past 2 weeks testing her systems. She's prepped to go on your word, sir. Good. It sounds like High Command wants us out of here ASAP. Let's hear more about our ship. She's the newest ship in the fleet. She's armed like a warship, but built like a carrier. We can field up to 12 riders and also provide capital ship support for them. So I'm going to assume the riders are the Gundams seen in the intro. Her biggest asset is the Vanguard cannon. Oh, and what an asset! No. They took a gun from a battleship-class warship, modified it extensively, and put it on top of our warship. Still, it works like a charm and can rip holes through ships over twice as big as ours. Okay, then. Not only that, but the Sunrider can be flown with a crew of just 15, has one of the most efficient warp drives in the fleet. We'll be able to jump across the galaxy in just days. Sounds like a fine vessel. Yeah, what about this orange alert shit going on? Don't tell me you don't know. I wouldn't have asked if that was the case, so obviously I am in the unawares. Reinar surrendered to Pact just this morning. Already. That's into the neutral world that's been taken by Pact. Not only that, but Pact's taken Minerva, Verona, and Gerald in the past 3 months. One neutral planet after another. What do you think that means? Encirclement. We're next. Exactly. So that's why High Command is not taking any risks. If any hostiles enter our gravity well, we're open fire first and ask questions later. Very sensible move to question the wreckage of your enemies, right? First, a tour of the ship. Jolly good, I'm all about it. Oh, good. He didn't... For some reason, that very blank statement there made him sound very unenthusiastic, like he's bored of being here. As you've noticed, this is the Sunrider's hangar. We can store up to 12 riders in here. Can store, I'm noticing there's really nothing here, unless this is just how it's always supposed to look. I don't see any riders here. Where are they now? We won't be receiving them until Wednesday. Oh, good. Once they're here, though, you'll be able to access them and order equipment changes here. This is an interactive map of the Sunrider. You can use it to navigate around the ship. Sorry about that once again. Yeah, I think I just read that, yeah. We're going to head up to the bridge up above us on deck 1. Try using the map to navigate there. Make sure you click on the deck 1 tab first. Oh, that's cool. The schematics of the map. On deck 1, huh? I'm curious to see what's over here. Captain's quarters, first officer's quarters, sick day. Okay. Now deck 1. Cargo bay. Okay. This is the Sunrider's main bridge. This is where you'll be commanding the ship. That's a pretty fancy star map in the middle. What do you mean the blank thing? That's not very fancy. I mean, it's blank. You can use that star map to plot our course and to warp to other star systems. I'll also usually be here if you ever need me. Engineering. This is engineering. The ship's main reactor is located here, and we can also use the lab to research and construct new equipment. Unfortunately, the lab's not open yet. Okay, is this going to turn into a Mass Effect 2 style scenario where I can't even open the door until I get the prerequisite official to work in there for me? Or something? If so, I may have to be greatly displeased. That's also going to be available on Wednesday. Correct. Okay. 6-0? Yeah. Mess hall. This is the ship's mess hall. We can come down here to eat and relax after work. Sounds good to me. Finally, these are your personal quarters. Looks like I've moved up in life. Wow, it's almost like a loft in Sarah City. This really, I would expect, even if he is the captain, I would expect the quarters in a starship to be fairly Spartan. You know, not very fancy or comfortable, although if this doesn't strike me as being the Starship Enterprise, so I don't see why they would be going on any particularly long voyages so as to merit having an extremely plush, having extremely plush quarters. Accommodations, that's what I was looking for, accommodations. Please don't mess up your room too much, Captain. Yeah, I was gonna hang the bed sheets from the balcony up here and is that a TV or a painting? Regardless, something is going through there soon. I've already got some ideas on how to redecorate it. You can come in here to access your personal logs and other material. Furthermore, if a member of your crew needs your help with something, they'll be waiting outside of your door. Great. I love solicitors. You can use your map to walk around the ship. You're encouraged to interact with your crewmates whenever possible. Alright, a happy ship makes for a strong ship. And that concludes our tour. Like I said, I'll be in the bridge most of the time, so you can come to me if you need help. What's next? I'm afraid we'll have to cut the formalities short, Captain. Like I said, Command wants us out of dry dock as soon as possible. We are scheduled for our first live engine test. We'll be sailing port shortly and making a one loop around the moon. Fine with me. Let's return to the bridge and see what the Sunrider is capable of. All hands, this is your captain speaking. Man your stations, activate the main reactor and light the engines. Momentarily, we'll begin a live test of our engines by sailing port and making one round of the moon. We are to enter orange alert as soon as we clear port. Raise shields and scan for any possible hostiles. I note this is just a test, but keep your guard up. I want everyone to be on their feet in case we run into any problems. The main reactor is coming away, Captain. Power is increasing. Wake Our Lady up, babe, but we're getting out of here. Aye, sir. Helmsman, light the engines. Engineering reports the reactor is working within parameters. Power is increasing to the engines. Blast off in 3, 2. And of course, nothing can ever go smooth, especially if it's a starship's maiden voyage or some bullshit. Something's gonna have to happen to make it a truly memorable occasion, or something to mark the ship as special, and the abilities of the crew. Moving on. What the hell was that? Checking status. Engineering reports the reactor core is still stable. No explosions reported in either deck 0 or 2. Captain, the only place that blast could have come from is outside.